Welcome back to Outer Space Gaming. I'm Azark, and as you can see, we are continuing through our playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on part 11. Whew. We've been playing this game for a little while, haven't we? We are in sequence 9. Blackbeard's dead. Nassau. The dream is dead.
Packing's in. They finally set a date for old Bonnie in Charlestown.
What news are they?
This Barjon works for the Royal African Company. Tell him what you told me.
I haven't seen the princess for 8 weeks or more, meaning she may soon be back.
What else?
I thought this buck belonged to the other men who was asking about the princess this morning. So I told him that
What other men?
haughty sailor in plain rags, and a gent with a scar just here.
Where have they got to?
Staying just round the corner, they said.
Looks like we're about to go murder some
I grow
people.
tired of chasing these fantasies of yours, Edward. As does the crew.
Hang in there, man. We're getting close.
Ooh, we're losing the support of Adewale. That is not good.
Oh, you may...
Let's get some money. Steal some stuff. Who cares about that? Okay.
Upon a bargain, old Warren.
Horn of gold.
Hold the moment.
Oh, it's not good. That was lucky. That was luck. That shouldn't have worked out for me. No darts. Beautiful. Good thing I did not charge that guy like I was just planning on. It's a really bad hiding spot. Or a really good one. If you think about it in a certain way.
You there.
Whew. That worked out a lot better than I was hoping for. And because I killed him that way, he ended up in the bushes, which means these guys aren't any the wiser, because game mechanics. Whew. Rough. They're gonna continue to be a problem. When he walks back in the other direction, I can do it.
Get his off time to the
I failed successfully.
Have you alerted the men? We're short on time.
Aye. There'll be 2 soldiers waiting for us at the crossroads.
Very good.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what's the meaning behind these blood samples we're taking?
Torres tells me that blood is required for the observatory to properly function.
How do you mean, sir?
If one wishes to use the observatory to, say, spy on King George, then one would require a drop of the king's blood to do so. In other words, a small sample of blood gives us access to a man's everyday life.
Does Torres mean to spy on me then? Or I've just given him a sample of my blood.
As have I, Captain.
Oh, hello to another viewer. We are...
And trust, I reckon.
How's it going, Rob Scott? Always nice to see you.
Samples to a Templar safe house in Rio de Janeiro. We will not be the observatory's first subjects, I assure you.
Aye, sir. I suppose it's a small price to pay for what the Templars have given me in return.
So,
Governor, when you hunted pirates in Madagascar, what methods were
you betrayed Nassau, my good sir, didn't you?
Always be a last resort. In Madagascar, I offered those pirates a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless but free men, or be hanged by the neck until dead.
just as you did in Nassau?
Precisely. A pity Commodore Chamberlain did not live to see my thorough success.
Hello to another viewer.
Road, Rogers.
We are currently tailing Horngold and Rogers, just to see whenever it is we'll get the chance to go all murder hobo on them. Yeah, that's why I wish they would have created another game that was Templar based, because it's such an interesting viewpoint that we don't ever get to actually see. Like, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the guy. The one in Rogue. The guy in the modern day who you're sort of like working for. What's his name?
It's dead in these sights.
Yeah. I wish that they would create a game where you... Well, let's bring something up. Apparently, canonically, the person that the modern day person that you're playing as, when you do multiplayer, apparently is Otto. And you're training to become a, well, who he ends up being. At least in some of the games, apparently that's canon. But I would love a modern day game with Otto as the protagonist.
The princess was taken by pirates 6 weeks ago, and so far as we know, the Sage Roberts was still aboard.
wish the story involves more of the locations.
What of this sage's prison?
Yeah, I think that's born out of the fact that I'm pretty sure that, as I said a few times, I think this game was mostly a expansion for Black Flag.
One of my slave galleys will be more than capable of making
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Captain, I asked you to divest yourself of that
Who?
sick institution.
Hello to another viewer.
the difference between enslaving some men and all men. Our aim is to steer the entire course of civilization, is it not?
A body enslaved inspires the mind to revolt. But enslave a man's mind
Oh man.
and his body. Natural. Efficient.
A fair point, Grandmaster.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna... Yeah, I drew too much attention. Oh well. This is not an easy eavesdrop. Yeah, I thought it was a good story. I just thought it was,
Dispatch some of his best men to ensure the sage's capture.
I just wish that there was a little more to it.
Africa, Your Excellency.
Africa. Fine.
And that the game didn't feel like it was basically a,
I should have said
an add-on to a different game.
my slave galleys would be more than capable of making a swift journey.
Slave galley. Captain, I asked you to divest yourself of that sick institution.
I failed to see the difference between enslaving some men and all men. Our aim is to steer the entire course of civilization, is it not?
A body enslaved inspires the mind to revolt. But enslave a man's mind and his body will follow. Natural. Efficient.
A fair point, Grandmaster.
There we go. Okay. Climbing up on things and acting like an assassin. Probably a better way to go about trailing people in a game called Assassin's Creed.
Remind me, where in Africa are we looking?
Principe, sir, a small island.
We've sent two of our best men, Burgess and Cochrane. Privateers with fast ships and firm hearts.
So, are you moving on to
Edward
Unity now?
Kenway! Imagine my surprise at seeing your jackdaw anchored there. Have you heard all you came to hear? Will you now rescue the sage from our clutching hands?
A pox on you, traitor! You sold us downriver.
Because I found a better path. The Templars know order, discipline, structure. But you never could fathom these subtleties. Goodbye, old friend.
Arno is a bit
You were a
interesting.
soldier
Oh, hello
once,
to another
when you fought for
couple
something real,
viewers. Yeah, so
something beyond yourself.
Arno is also very interesting as a character. It's also, as far as I can tell, yeah. As far as I remember, it's the only Assassin's Creed game with no modern day story. Well, there is a modern day story, you just can't play any of it. Ow.
I can get it from here! You can't escape us!
There we go. Oh man, these guys are really fast runners. If I remember correctly, you can't get tackled if you jump.
Press him hard! Got him sighted! Got a clear shot!
Yeah, good call. And I didn't use it correctly.
Have a clear shot! You get back here! Helmet!
Bushes, bushes, bushes. There we go. Hello to another viewer. Yeah, we got out of there. Okay, so we need to go to Africa? But I think we should take Navasa first. This wonderful little... Yep, we got some orders. We're good to go.
Loose the mains, half there.
Of the games through Rogue, how would I rank them? I think I've answered my, like, overall rankings. But if I take out some later games, let me think. I gotta... Let's see. So... Okay, are we talking about all possible aspects of all games? Or are we talking about just, like, the gameplay or just the story? Because, like, gameplay-wise, Assassin's Creed 1 is hot garbage. But it's a great story. Okay, let me think. Let me think while I blow up this place. Okay, so let's see. Let's try and come up with some criteria. Easy criteria is, was it fun to play? Let's go with, was it fun to play? Were the gameplay mechanics good? And was the story good? Let's use that as our criteria. Ooh. Okay. Let's heal up at this boat. Oh, we can't do that because we accidentally destroyed it. Okay. So Black Flag is gonna rate really high. Because it's just so fun to play. And the story is really good, in my opinion. Rough. can we do it? Ooh. Oh, we're right into it. That's dead right there. Oh, lucky. Lucky. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 1 has to be the lowest. Even though it has a great story and was how the whole franchise started. Like, the gameplay mechanics sink it. Okay, let's... Okay, we can do this. We can heal our boat. There we go. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was better than Assassin's Creed 2. Revelations was a good story with not the best mechanics in the world. And 2 was, in my opinion, a great story with much better mechanics than 1. Three had some interesting mechanics, but the story was left a lot to be desired. And Rogue was basically just Black Flag, but playing as a Templar. So, if I had to put it, I would... It's really hard to, like, take apart the Ezio collection and not just call it one game, so I'm just gonna call it one game. So I'm gonna say... all things counting, Black Flag, Ezio collection, Rogue, and then 3, and then Assassin's Creed. No. Maybe Assassin's Creed 1 before 3. Maybe. Like, the story of 1 is amazing, but the mechanics of 3 are better. Hello to another viewer. I'm surprised I was able to take that fort. If not for that extra boat, that would not have happened. There we go. So for you... Okay, so you're breaking them out. So Assassin's Creed 2 for you is better than Black Flag. I assume that's simply based on you like the story of 2 more than 1? And the improved mechanics of Black Flag don't put it above. Whew, rough. Okay. Don't die. Oh, by far, Assassin's Creed 2 is a great game. I was just... The amount of times Ezio betrayed my trust and just went and killed himself. Plus, the ship mechanics are just so much fun, in my opinion. Yeah, that's... It really did feel like a different series. I agree with you. And really what cemented it as an entry in this whole Assassin's Creed thing, to me, sort of was Rogue. Because you have to feel both sides of the story. Yeah, when this game came out, there was a huge fight on all the forums that I saw about like whether or not this should even be considered an Assassin's Creed game, or like one of the biggest things that I saw people writing was this is basically just like Pirates of the Caribbean, but Jack Sparrow has an assassin blade.
Want to be left in peace, my friend?
What might you be requiring?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. I don't know if I agree.
Excellent. Good day.
If anything, it's Edward Kenway, because Edward Kenway is after this like magical area, and he gets stranded on an island. And then his first mate comes back for him. Well, only difference is he's not wearing like 1,000 baubles. Okay, what year is it in the game right now? Database. NMS database. No. Main sequence. Sequence 9. I'll have to pay attention. I'll have to pay attention next time it gives the date. But I know in one of the games, I was like, huh, I wonder what the number for the distance was in relation to. I was like, it has to be meters. But then, in one of the games, I was like, wait a minute, when was the metric system created? I looked it up, and Ubisoft has been using the metric system in their game prior to the metric system existing. Really disappointed in Ubisoft. I thought it was supposed to be all historical and everything. Yeah. Oh man. Plus the sea shanties. The sea shanties alone make this game amazing. I wish I'd collected more, but they're great. Before I do this mission, really, I assume you Googled for it. Something along the lines of, what are all the sea shanties? No. Nothing useful. Looks like we're heading into this battle with whatever we have at a...
Get the mainspring!
Thank you very much.
What's our course, Captain?
Principe, Quartermaster. We're sailing for the coast of Africa.
Oh, sorry, it's not. It wasn't his first mate. It was quartermaster. Who is the first mate of the Jackdaw? Or is the quartermaster an equivalent post? I'm underneath the water. I didn't know we were going with the quite literal, this isn't gonna work for me. I'm not, Yeah, this is Pirates of the Caribbean gone bad. What am I supposed to do here? Yes, desynchronize, please. Thank you. There we go.
As much sail as you can. Loose topsails, gallants and royals. Roll the dogs.
Oh, some jokers over here. Goodbye.
Concentrate on the task at hand, sir.
What are you doing?
Ready to fire!
Ready to fire, sir!
Ram.
Brace for impact!
Cannon ready!
Castle seat back, hurry!
Goodbye.
Ready to fire, sir! Fire! Get up there, sir! That'll wipe them out!
Shoot.
Crews down! Cancel wind! Ground on every inch of sail! Topsails, gallants! Loose and trim! We're going to
Split in half.
They're on the bowline to hit!
Oh, that's the only rogue thing.
Get those
I know
crews
in
up!
Rogue you can, like, split the ship in half.
Starboard cabin! Wreck survivor here, sir! Fall all! Cannot be far now.
I'm off to find Roberts.
Don't stay long.
Did you not ram people often? Just gonna say, by the way, yeah. I'm just gonna say that water and gunpowder don't mix very well. So, all this jumping into the water thing and then shooting, pretty sure wouldn't work. Pretty sure you can't shoot with wet powder. Okay, Principe. Does this place have any... Mayan Stella? I don't think so. Let's locate, see. Yeah, the fact that you have to, that you can't just swim the whole length of the sea. Pretty sure there's a guy who swam from one end of the Black Flag map to the other. I think it took something like 5 hours. I think they did it for fun, just to see how long it would take.
Captain Kenway. Yet another dire situation, Roberts. We really must stop meeting like this.
Stop tailing me and you'll wish it come true.
There's no need for this. You know I'm as good as my word.
Our Captain Howell was killed today in a Portuguese ambush. Headstrong fool. I warned him not to go
Yeah.
ashore.
It was
A
orchestrated
lot.
by the Templars Burgess and Cockrum. The same sort that took you to Havana.
Ah, I see now there is no escaping the Templars' attention, is there? I suppose it is time to fight back.
I
Look
do
at
like
that.
the sound of that.
Did you
I know
notice the
just how I'll do
heterochromia?
it. But these men, Burgess and Cockrum, they cannot be allowed to leave with word of my escape.
They won't. Count on it.
If you spot any men from my crew, do them some kindness and send them here.
I'll do all I can.
You know, people say that Connor's fighting style is brutal, but Conway is pretty brutal too. Or rather, Edward Kenway, because Connor is also a Kenway. Well, I'm pretty sure it suffered. I wonder how, well, I've seen a little bit of how Eivor, or Ivor, still gonna take a bit getting used to that name, fights. That's gonna be fun. Although I did notice that there's an unfortunate thing that you mentioned, I believe, the other day.
Put some muscle in that muscle or we're leaving you behind.
Shay Cormac. Yeah, Shay Cormac. Oh wait, first mate. Okay. Yeah.
You done us good, Kenway. Proved yourself a true bravo. And for what? His own bloody pride.
You stepped in the path of my prize. Not a thing a man should do.
A cocksure, Cully. Just like Hornigold said.
That Templar scab means nothing to me. None of you do.
And you're worse for it, Kenway. It were the Templars who took us in when all else went to shit. Not our king. Not
Yeah,
our
so
country.
like
The Templars. The Templars.
the
is
UI
our family.
elements
Where's
and
yours?
that make up like what's going on, and like the health system looks like vastly different. And instead of being in the upper left, it's the bottom left. It's just, I'll get used to it. It just, sometimes it feels like they change things just for the sake of change.
Would choose the former life, when the only hazard we pirates run is a sour look from those without strength or splendor. Now,
I have been among you 6 weeks. And in that time, I have adopted your outlook as my own, and with so fierce a conviction that it may
frighten you to see your passions reflected from me in so stark a light.
But
Is this interrupting your speech?
if it's a captain you see in me now,
Is this interrupting your speech at all?
I'll be your bloody captain.
Yeah! For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man!
Or Eagle Vision?
You threaten with your resistance.
I'm looking for the observatory.
By literally changing it to the vision of an eagle, or in the case of
Despite my distaste for
Valhalla, a
your
raven.
I see in you a touch of untested genius. I'm Bartholomew Roberts.
Edward. I've no secrets to share with you now. But if you'll lend me your aid, in 2 months' time west of the Leeward Islands, well, it's there you'll get some answers, I promise you.
Hello to another viewer. Now, not all the changes all the time are always bad. So I'm gonna wait until the game comes out to judge the UI and the systems that it has. It's just it's different. That's all.
Funny that. With scurvy, the fix is more pleasant than the cause. When you catch a dose from a horn, must treat it
2
with
years.
quicksilver. You're fonder of getting the disease than you are of curing it.
300 ships in 2 years?
Nothing biting at you.
Ah, all men desire to live by a code or a creed, yes?
That's
Yet
crazy.
when pressed, most defer to their instincts rather than the laws that bind them. What is the appeal of a creed if it does not yoke all men to like behavior?
Might make a man feel like he belongs to something. What's your answer?
Oh, that all men are sheep. That an old wolf like me deserves every ounce of blood he draws.
Sail to this location.
Bring only those you trust.
We are now in sequence 10. Oh, Mine Star. Let's get that. Oh, found one already. There we go. By the time I get all these Mayans still, the game is going to be over. How long did the dude live? a lot of ships in a short amount of time. That's it? Oh, that must have been only the time that he was a captain. He must have been a pirate for longer than that. How old was he?
And one more stone.
$39? Yeah, he must have been a pirate for longer than just 3 years. Had to have had some experience in the whole thing, I would think. You know, just start being a pirate and like all of a sudden, cool, I'm the best pirate ever. There we go. There we go. Climb this, find that Mayan Stella, and get out her. Oh, hello to another viewer. How are you doing tonight? Whew. There it is. That's an interesting challenge. Oh, don't die, don't die. Oh, man. That would have killed basically anyone else. Proof that I've never successfully gotten the Mayan armor, because I do not remember this puzzle. I always thought they were on the ground.
Ah, another Mayan keystone.
Okay. How close am I to being done with these keystones? $75%. I need to get them from 1, 2, 3 more places. That's not very many more. Heart's Gambit.
Loose and catch the wind!
Let's ride this blow, lads!
Get them aloft! Douse all sail!
Oh, hearty, lads! Furl those men!
Oh. Let's see if I can teleport anywhere near. Nope. I'm as close as I can get.
Mains out! Let's go!
Let's catch some wind, lads!
Whew. This is not an easy place to get a boat out of, is it? I do want to prepare you, though, for Origins. You'll have no mini-map. It is probably the most jarring thing going from all of these previous games to Origins. No mini-map. Well, you have a little northeast southwest thing, if I remember correctly. Sort of like Skyrim. And you can set custom markers on the map. But yeah, no mini-map. How do you know where the guards are? Hopefully you've marked them with Senu, who is your eagle. But yeah, it's a big change. One that took me a little while to get used to. One that probably is going to take me a little bit to get used to again after playing all these games again.
Larboard, sir! Shipwreck survivor! Grease the topsails and gallants! Loose all, let's move!
Okay, so it's pretty late. So I am going to say that this is all for tonight. We are now in sequence 10. So I think we're still headed for a 15-part for Assassin's Creed 4. So thank you very much for watching. This is Outer Space Gaming. I'm Azric. Have a great night.